Alright, y'all, we're back, and even though Capcom might be on my bad side right now, because of Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection not being on Xbox, y'all really trying to take all my money, huh? Man, we gonna react to this Capcom Next Summer 2024 game list, man. I'm not gonna talk y'all off, man. Let's get to it. All right, Capcom.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Capcom Next Summer 2024.
Let's see what they're talking about,
giving
man.
Updates on 3 titles. Dead Rising is back from the dead with a deluxe remaster. Check out this and other games from Capcom this summer.
So we got Dead Rising.
But first, we'd like to tell you about this title.
Oh, okay. I love samurai games.
Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess will launch on July 19th, 2024. We're excited for you to immerse yourself in the unique Japanese-inspired setting. The innovative gameplay combines elements of both action and strategy games.
I can see myself playing this, for sure.
Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess is set on Mount Kafuku, which has been covered by defilement. When the sun sets, the sinister Seethe emerge to attack the mountain. During the day, you'll explore the villages, help fix the broken contraptions, and purify the villagers.
Looks like a mix between Onimusha and... I don't know why I keep thinking everything is similar to God of War, but definitely Onimusha. Looks good so far.
Then you'll be able to give the villagers roles and choose where to place them. It's critical to use your daylight time wisely. The game will test the player's decision-making abilities. During the night phase, the Seethe attack the villages. Fight with the protagonist So's graceful sword attacks. Issue commands to the villagers, helping you to protect the maiden Yoshiro. The player repeats this day-night cycle and purifies villages with Yoshiro to bring peace back to the mountain.
Bring peace back to the mountain.
The Seethe attack the villages in many different forms. Getting help from the villagers is essential to make it through the wide array of challenges presented.
Villagers always become a sacrifice for some reason in games.
Support. You can freely reset upgrades and redistribute them to other roles. Customize the roles however you want. You'll also be able to upgrade So as you play through the game.
What's up with this super calming music?
Unlock archery. And
It's supposed to be battle. What's up with all this calming music, man? Like, get back to the battle.
Summon the villagers. There are a variety of elements that can be upgraded. Combine So's upgrades with abilities from Tsuba Guards and Mazo Talismans.
I got this ballad music playing, man.
Where
the war music at?
Work effectively with the villagers and guide Yoshiro as you purify the villages.
Looks dope, though.
Next, take a look at this.
Oh, so they got a demo. Oh, the demo's available today. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to try it out. For those who's playing the demo that's available today, y'all let me know. Come back to this video. Let me know how the game was.
The version will be available from today. You can play part of the main story in a demo version, and there's no limit on playtime or the number of times you can play.
Oh, okay.
We're excited for you to experience this unique combination of action and strategy. We also have a new announcement.
Let us know. Oh, it's gonna drop a bomb like that, huh?
To celebrate the demo version, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess will have a collaboration with the 2006 action-adventure hit Okami. Collaboration costumes for the main character, So, and the maiden Yoshiro. There will be collaboration weapons, and we have collaboration music in the game as well.
Oh, look at this.
In order to celebrate the Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess demo, we're having a special festival.
Oh, so it goes on till July 17th?
Working with others to achieve a goal. If enough players work
Bonus
together
unlock
and
campaign.
try the demo version, we will include
so it's
collaboration items
online.
as a free
Works
title
together with
update on
players
release
around
date
the
for
world.
everyone
That's
who
live.
purchases a copy of the game. For details, please see our website and
that's dope.
social media accounts.
And this is why I say online gameplay should be standard for most games. I don't understand why a lot of games don't have this.
Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess is available for pre-order. The Mazo talismans for So and a mini art book are included as pre-order bonuses. Check out the demo version, available today.
All right, that was the first game. Let's see what game 2 is.
Next up, a new look for some fan favorites. Want the inside scoop on the recently revealed Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster? We've put together an
it's a remaster.
top secret program full of undead mayhem. Join us as we sit down with key development team members from each title to unearth the secrets of Dead Rising and the new look for Resident Evil 7. First, take a look at the trailer.
Shout out to Capcom, by the way. 2016 release. I love remasters. They need to remaster more games.
Say, buddy, you mentioned something.
You don't gotta reinvent the wheel, you know, just let it keep going, man.
Remember that.
Just make some
name, 'cause
tweaks
the whole
to it.
world's gonna know it in 3 days.
Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
What? Did you just say zombies?
Take a look out there. Those ain't zombies. What would you call them? Quick, move! Get
Oh,
over
that
here.
looks super crispy. Yo, yeah. That's what I like to see. Hey, is that sound like the same music from Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Any Marvel vs. Capcom 2 fans know what I'm talking about. Drop in the comments below if you know exactly what I'm talking about when you hear this music. Also in September. Available for pre-order now.
What you just witnessed is the newly released trailer for Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. You may be thinking, that looks like a full-on remake. We had the same thought, so we spoke with 3 key staff to get to the bottom of this deluxe remaster. We began our investigation with director Ryosuke Murai.
That's a whole different dog.
Well, actually, it wouldn't be an exaggeration to call this game a remake, considering the work we put into it. Before we could even ask a question, Murai was giving us the inside
Shout out
scoop
to the
about the game.
director of Dead Rising
The
Deluxe.
first thing you'll notice is the improved graphics. The
Big
new
step
specs
up.
allow the game to run at 4K 60 FPS.
Ooh, 60 frames per second. What?
We've also made quite a few quality of life improvements, like the ability to move while aiming, as well as other adjustments to make controlling Frank more intuitive. Thanks to popular demand, we've added an autosave feature and fine-tuned the user interface. The game will be fully voiced in 9 languages, with text in 14.
With this technology, can we get a remaster version on next gen of Marvel's Capcom, of Rival Schools? I'm just saying, it's just, look at the technology we got. We get, anything is possible.
Giving more players around the world a chance to enjoy characters' dialogue. We've also made some improvements to NPC behavior that we hope will make surviving the zombie apocalypse with all the colorful characters that much more enjoyable. That sounds like a complete overhaul. It makes me wonder if the game's main concept is still intact. If you've played the original, rest assured that its core remains unchanged in this deluxe remaster. We did our best to respect the direction of the original game. We kept the fundamental gameplay the same while improving upon the user experience. With this, we believe that both veterans and newcomers alike will be able to enjoy a fresh experience. Our goal was to ensure that today's players would experience the same shock players felt when the original game was released. We believe we accomplished this goal with Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
Did a good job.
We hope that everyone will give
Looks
it a try.
good.
Unable to get any definitive answers out of director Murai, we gave art director Satoshi Takamatsu the 3rd degree. It turns out he had ambitions of his own for this project. Because the original came out 18 years ago, there were many limitations during development.
Crazy.
Thanks to nearly 2 decades of technological advancements, we were able to accomplish a lot that couldn't be done back then.
Look at that. Look at the detail on
For
that.
example, Resident Evil, Capcom's other zombie franchise, focused on quality over quantity.
This is
Dead
true.
Rising took a different approach. The goal was to pack as many zombies as possible into that huge shopping mall. This meant each individual zombie wasn't as
Go over the
polished
top.
as we would
I
have
like
liked.
over the top.
However,
Ooh.
this time around, we were able to focus on quality as well. As the art director, I couldn't be more pleased that we were able to apply high-end modeling and production
Sure y'all remember
to
that
both
clown.
the main character Frank and all of the NPCs. Of course, another critical aspect of Dead Rising that we have to address is the shopping mall setting. In the original game, the Willamette Parkview Mall is made up of several areas, like Entrance Plaza and Paradise Plaza, each with its own unique characteristics. We've taken these designs and evolved them even further by adding real-time lighting and shadow effects, so that each location takes on a different appearance, depending on the time of day. That's
Shout
how
outs to
much
Capcom.
detail we've put into this project.
そういうところを、今回、表現できるようになったので、そこら辺も、こだわって作っております。アニメーション
For character animations, we tried to limit unnecessary changes and use the original data as much as possible, especially during action scenes. We could have made them more realistic with today's tools, but we wanted to preserve the unique and comical movements that made the original Dead Rising so special.
That's what the fans fell in love with,
一番
man.
ベストだと思っておりましたので、今回はそういうふうな形をとっております。
Takamatsu was finally giving us the info we were looking for. However, we couldn't stop there. We had to know why this is called a deluxe remaster. To do that, we tracked down the game's producer and managed to get his account.
このデッドライジング
I think Dead Rising is a unique game with extremely tight game design,
Facts, it
even
is.
by today's standards.
It just looks fun.
However,
It just looks
we
fun,
also
man.
knew the original game was released 18 years ago, and that improvements were needed to reach a modern audience.
Let me show y'all how spoiled we are though, man. Y'all gotta understand. Like back then, like you know how we complain about games need updates and all that stuff. Back then, there wasn't no updates. Whenever you bought the game, you got the game for whatever it was. There wasn't no updates. So I think we got to be more appreciative to these companies that do updates and fix things whenever the player base, you know, voices their frustration and opinions on what needs to change in games. So we need to be appreciative for how things are now because it wasn't no updates back then. If the game played terrible back then, that's just what the game you got. So shout outs to technology and Capcom and any game developers that go through that really just make the gaming experience better. So yeah.
That's why we focused on improving playability, in addition to overhauling the graphics. This game truly deserves the title of Deluxe Remaster. Its unique game design allows it to stand apart from other zombie games. It feels fresh even today. Morimoto took a moment to compose himself before divulging something terrifying. Here at Capcom, we're no strangers to zombies.
Facts.
But this game takes it to another level. With a wry smile on his face, Morimoto took out his phone and showed it to us. And there it was, Resident Evil 7, in a form we never imagined. Capcom is thrilled to bring its third Resident Evil title to the iPhone 15 Pro and other Apple devices. The game has been optimized greater than ever before to ensure the best possible RE experience.
Resident Evil on iPhone.
As with Resident Evil Village and RE4, using a controller like the DualSense or a mobile controller that attaches directly to the phone allows for a surprisingly comfortable gameplay experience. That being said, when playing on a mobile device without a controller, we felt the standard virtual controller just didn't cut it. So the development team took it upon themselves to optimize the touch controls for Resident Evil 7 on iOS. One of the biggest challenges we faced was implementing the auto fire feature. You can enable this setting so that your weapon fires automatically when aiming at an enemy, making it much easier to play without the use of peripherals.
Okay.
The early Resident Evil games also had auto-aiming. Despite the differences in specs, Morimoto wasn't willing to compromise on usability. With Apple's help, he was able to take on new challenges that prioritized the immersive experience. The menu, options, and inventory are now all touchscreen compatible, allowing for a more intuitive experience. The first part of the game is free to play. Resident Evil 7 is guaranteed to be frightful fun. If you have a compatible device,
free to play.
I highly recommend
well, the first part
checking it out
is
to see what you think. Since its release in 2017, Resident Evil 7 has sold 13 million copies.
Dang,
now it's
13 million copies
on Apple devices. Up next, a confession from
Didn't
Koji
realize
Nakanishi, the director behind the classic. Resident Evil was, well, if I'm being honest, as a brand, we were off track. And legendary director Yoshinori Kawano discloses the secret origin of Dead Rising. I feel like Dead Rising is the classic zombie game. In the second half of the program, we'll learn previously untold stories about how the games were developed. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster will have an emergency digital launch for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam on September 19th.
Okay, so every system but Nintendo
Dead Rising
Switch.
Deluxe Remaster Digital Deluxe Edition will include additional costumes and mall background music, and will be available with the regular version on September 19th.
September 19th, 2024.
Dead Rising fans shouldn't miss the Dead Rising Original Pack, included as a
that's a
pre-order
clean
bonus.
jacket. That is the yellow jacket in the middle.
Pre-orders are available starting today.
Available now, y'all.
Welcome to the family, son.
So is this number 3? I guess it's number 3, right? Resident Evil. Resident Evil 3. Well, yeah, the game 3 is Resident Evil. Hey, this probably give people nightmares, man. Resident Evil Biohazard on sale now. Okay.
How did Capcom's two major zombie games, Dead Rising and Resident Evil 7,
Wait,
come
is
to
that-
be made in the first place?
Is
We
that all?
interviewed the directors of both titles to learn more about the games. First, we have Koshi Nakanishi, the distinguished director of Resident Evil 7. Follow along as he shares previously undisclosed information about the game's origin. When we first started development, Resident Evil was... well, if I'm being honest, as a brand, we were off track. The action element had been expanded, and fans reacted much more negatively than expected.
Really?
In the end, an
I never
RE
knew that.
game has to be scary. So we took another look at it. And the general consensus from fans of the series was that a Resident Evil game is one that should scare the hell out of you. That was the starting point for Resident Evil 7.
Look how
played
spoiled
Resident
we
Evil
are,
from the
man.
beginning.
We get
And those
updates
early games
and
were
actually listen.
terrifying. I was excited to try and make Resident Evil 7 into a game that would live up to the RE name. The fear-inducing Resident Evil that Nakanishi was after had a major impact upon its release. But the course that he chose was far from the path of least resistance. In order
like-
to make a
is that it?
fear-focused Resident Evil, many elements of the game had to be re-evaluated from scratch. Like the setting, characters, the game system. Anything that didn't induce fear had to change. And sometimes we threw the whole thing out. And in order to make it scary,
All right, y'all. I think they're just talking. Yeah, they're just talking about the making and stuff of it. Let me see if there's. I feel like Resident Evil was the last game. So let's talk about it. I'm liking what I'm seeing from these three games. Was it Capcom Next Summer 2024? I think my favorite one out of the three is Dead Rising, the remaster version. Looks fun. I like how the detail, how they they remastered, and it looks like a whole new game. It's not just a copy and paste game. So that's shout outs to the developers. They took their time. Resident Evil is gonna look really, really scary. But like I said, my favorite one so far that I've seen, which I'm gonna play, is Dead Rising. Because I know it has a huge fan base, and it just looks overall just fun. But let me know how y'all feel about Capcom Next Summer 2024. Will you be playing any of these games? You already know what to do, man. It's Architect Miss J with another video. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like, comment, share. Until next time, peace.